Hey guys, it's the Freight Guru here. And today I want to talk to you about my side hustle, my sports card collection. And I want to take you on this journey with me that I've been on for over a year buying and selling sports cards. Not only am I an entrepreneur in the transportation business, but I also enjoy as a side hustle to buy and sell sports cards. And today I want to show you some of the sports cards that I have that I think are going to go up in value in the next 6 to 8 months. So I want to take you on this journey with me now on this sports card memorabilia purchase and sales. Hey guys, so as I was explaining, I wanted to show you on my eBay account where when I purchased the items on eBay, when I sold them, and where did I get this information to decide to get into the sports cards hobby, which ended up turning into sort of like a business for the last couple of months because I saw that there was great opportunity. So basically, where it all started for me was on social media. I was able to find on social media the Sports Card Investor. I started looking at videos. For me, sports cards is something nostalgic. I remember as a child or even as a teenager being interested in sports cards and having some of these cards and going to trade shows and conferences for sports cards. And then, in the 90s, the sports card business just completely went belly up. They mass produced cards. And then I saw some innovative podcast videos from the Sports Card Investor, and I decided, I'm going to take a leap of faith. Really made no effort to make this a business. For me, it was like a hobby. But then my entrepreneurial spirit came in when I saw that these sports cards that I ended up buying started increasing dramatically over a period of 45 days. So first thing I'm going to show you is my breakdown on my Excel spreadsheet. So basically from December 15th all the way through December 18th, I purchased basically like 12 cards, total value being $40,668. And then by early February, I sold those cards at a return of basically $58,000 after the original investment. And I was strategic once I realized that I was in a really good position with some of these cards. I decided to sell them specifically at a specific time depending on what I saw based on the Sports Card Investor and the current market. But I want to just show you an example of the eBay account and what I ended up doing. So one of my better purchases was this right here, was a LeBron James 6-card set from 2003 to 2008, all Topps Chrome cards. And if you look at the LeBron James cards in middle of early February, I actually ended up selling these cards at a large rate of return. So the 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron James I sold for $23,000 over what I originally paid for it. And yeah, I mean, even the 2008 I sold at $3,000 over what I paid for it. So this is probably my biggest revenue source from that period was these 6 cards that I sold. And then I took advantage of the Super Bowl. I bought a Tom Brady Kaboom for $1,600, sold it for $5,442. And I just want to show you my eBay account and show you, so the sales were on February 8th. And the Ken Griffey was a second chance offer. So the original person didn't buy it. And it got sold by the second person that was on the bidding, and the same thing happened to my 2004 Topps Chrome. So those were a little bit more work. Now look, I'm gonna put on my post, I'm gonna put how I created an eBay account, how I created my my page on eBay, and everything I did so that you don't make the same mistakes, because it wasn't all that easy. It was very difficult to get eBay to give me a credit line of $25,000 to actually sell. I had to do some validations with them. And then for PayPal, since I've never sold that amount of money on PayPal, they held my money for 21 days. So, this looks great on paper, but it was a little bit of work to get the eBay account up so that I could sell $25,000. Now that's the other thing, just and something I remember now. I had to start all these bids at 99 cents because I had a $25,000 limit and all these cards sold for a total of 85,000. So I had to do a 7-day auction, no reserve, because if you do a reserve or you do a minimum of, let's say, $25,000 for a card, that would meet your credit limit. So that was really important. And the other thing that I made sure I did is that when I sold the card, I immediately shipped it. I immediately sent the response with the tracking number and shipped it out the same day so that the buyer would feel confident that I was going to do the shipping right away, and that hopefully in the future, because I do have other cards to sell, I did purchase a lot more cards in December and in January, as well as wax boxes. And hopefully I can sell those in March once my $25,000 credit limit gets washed out, and then I could do $25,000 more. So this is my eBay account that I sold all the cards on, and then this is my eBay account where I purchased all the cards. And as you can see, all these cards that I purchased, these are what I bought them for. And I ended up doing an Excel spreadsheet showing where my profits are. And in my opinion, this is no longer a hobby, especially with these gains. So, I am paying taxes on this money and filing a 1099 for these profits. So that's why I created the Excel spreadsheet, so I can give it to my accountant and file the proper applicable taxes for the gains, for the capital gains. So, that's another thing to think about is, since I purchased in December and then sold basically within 2 months, that would require capital gains. I'm not a CPA and I'm not a specialist in taxes, but I did contact my accountant and I did this Excel spreadsheet so that I could show the profits. So again, I'm going to put on my post, I'm going to put how I created an Instagram account, how I created a eBay account, how I created a PayPal account, and then I'm going to be able to show you guys that. And the final thing that I want to show you is how I research my cards. I opened an account with PWCC, and they have a link called Market Price Research, and you can basically put any card, and you can see what the card's been selling for on eBay in the recent time frame that you're looking at, for the past 30 days. And what I liked about that was that I was able to do a comparison of what I purchased. Well, in this case, I purchased all PSA 10 cards. So, for example, the LeBron James Topps Chrome that I ended up selling for $35,000, the average sale price has been between 37 and I see a $43,000 sale here, 38,000. So, in the past 20 days or 18 days, it's gone up another $3,000 or $4,000. So it seems like these cars just don't stop going up. I know it's very bizarre. Another topic of conversation is like, since this is hard assets, is this a sign of inflation and people getting a little bit concerned with the value of the dollar? But I really had no vision on that doing this. I just really wanted to build a sports card collection, and to me it was nostalgic, and then it ended up becoming basically a business for 30, 45 days. And then I felt like at that point, with the margins that were available from the original purchase price, that I had to make a move and sell this. So yeah, it was the difficulty for me was creating the eBay account with the limit that would allow me to sell all these cards. And then the other issue was once I got paid on PayPal, I couldn't get the money right away. I had to wait 21 days in order to get the funds. So those were the two issues that I ran into. I'm going to put all these links here. And again, guys, I'm not a long time sports card hobby collector. I am an entrepreneur, and I found a little quick way to create some additional side hustle money, and it was a cool experience. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the cards. I still have a lot of cards that I own that now I basically, with my profits, have now washed out and gone for free. And I thought that it was a good way to show you guys, my entrepreneurial spirit. And maybe, sometimes you look at videos and you see what people are doing, and you could take a leap of faith and do a side hustle like this, and it could pay off for you. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. It was fun to kind of see these cards going up, and it was really like a fun experience to do. So I will put the eBay account links, the Instagram links, and all the links to how I did the setup. So maybe you guys don't have to make the same mistakes I did. All right, signing off here, Freight Guru. Have a great day, guys. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that Excel spreadsheet and the instructional information on how to create an eBay account, as well as an Instagram account for the sports card hobby. I want you to follow me on this journey of buying and selling sports cards. And in the next episodes, we're going to be discussing what are the hot buys and sales for 2021.